Hello! Omri played the Junior again! And who knows for how long? Sorry, Pandora, I'm gonna have to keep shooting at you! And... I have the added bonus. They don't know if this is the thing I need to destroy, or if this is the thing I need to destroy. Probably this thing, because it's glowing. I don't even know what happened there. Yeah, you'll notice I only have one life left, because my controller's being a little weird. So that adds a nice little fun challenge to the game. Nope, don't jump in the line. Okay, well, hopefully we'll do better this time. Oops. You just shoot through my cover. Okay. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna jump. Thank you. That shield will last me maybe a hit. Possibly. Okay, just gonna go get that other one. Pretend I didn't just die. Junior, I don't know why you wanted to do it like that. Okay, I'm next to it. Okay, well, my shield was immediately used. Okay, Junior, that's not where he is. Okay, well, I think we're actually doing pretty well, all things considered. Like, we could be doing a lot worse. Okay, he's gonna do his thing. Okay, okay. That's not doing damage. He's also throwing cows around. That's a little... I mean... It's not like the best thing to do. I'm just gonna roll back, roll back, roll back, roll back. Roll forward, roll forward. Do it for the cows. Okay, can I just... Roll back, roll back, roll back, roll back. Slice, slice, slice. Oh! Oh! What the? Alright, fine. He was just a sore loser, I guess. Junior? Oh, it's all going in the box. Hey, Pandora. There you go. Anything to say after all that? We're missing someone. I didn't know Junior had asthma.
Found the key to defeating Moloch, the most powerful weapon in the world. Ah, crap.
He tried. Marty's the smart one. Yeah, we're gonna go back to our early 2000s field trip. Don't know where any of the other kids were during this, but... I mean, they all seem bothered. Aw, look at his little Skip. He's going home. I'm sure she did great. What we learned at the museum by Stigmartha Ross is something. Today's trip to the museum proved more educational than we originally thought it would. Everyone in the group learned some very special lessons. The bloodstains are a nice touch. We learned that we're going to be prying into ancient secrets. It helps to have a scythe around. We learned a little something about ourselves too. In the end, in the simplest terms, each of us is... Aww. Yeah, Also true. Yeah, I'll give it to him. I'd give him. Oh, at the freeze frame. They're off to live their lives, do their best. Even that music was triumphant. Hopefully I can play it. Oh, that's nice. The Backbone Entertainment. I don't think I noticed that before. I just like this music. So I would play this game both longer and not as long as I thought I would. I'm gonna get some water. I would play this game. I was also looking for little fun tips in the credits, but I don't really see anything. Yeah, I actually didn't know how long this was gonna last, and then I started playing it, and I was like, "How long is this gonna last?" It's very hard and a lot, and then I couldn't even get the hooks, if you remember that. I don't recognize any of those names. Oh yeah, I guess the mom had like a line in the beginning. The suits, the important ones. This is like just a fun font to look at. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I started this on a whim. Everyone at Circle of Confusion, that includes us. I was not prepared for what it was gonna be, but it gave me a lot of pleasant surprises. I think it was overwhelming at first. And caffeine. And trip tip. Aww. I didn't know they worked on the comic. No hamsters were harmed during the production of this video game. That's important to know. I didn't know they worked on the comic and the game at the same time. That's interesting. Also, it's always nice when they get like live feedback like that. That's really sweet. I guess I don't play a lot of like hack and slash games, so I can't say for certain. But I don't know, this game feels really unique, but it also feels very of its time. Like it's kind of like a 2005 kind of humor, ironically, even though the ending was a reference to like an 80s movie. But referencing the 80s was, well, actually, they were ahead of their time. They referenced the 80s movies before people referenced 80s movies all the time. But yeah, it has a huge identity to it, and it's kind of a shame it didn't go super far. Because I would love to see this on like a remake or something. I would love to see Junior with all his polygons, and I just like to see the cast again. I feel like they created these characters with a lot of chemistry, but they didn't give them moments to be together. I wish there was like more of that. I feel like I can't give an honest feedback on the gameplay. It's Mr. Soup. Who's Mr. Soup? Anyway, I feel like I can't give like an honest. Also, whoever made this font, like, good for you. It's really fun. What was I saying? Oh, my like opinion on the gameplay, because again, I haven't played hack and slashes before. It's usually not my choice. Oh, remember this cool screen? I love this art. Yeah, just not my style of game. I feel like if I've like back in 2005, if I saw this, I like probably wouldn't have picked it up, which is kind of a shame. What else can I say? Because I beat the boss faster than I was anticipating, so I have a couple of minutes left. Oh wait, we're gonna hear Mom.
DJ, the bus is here.
There she is, that's Mom. It's an odd game, I think, but it's very of its time, and I kind of wish it does kind of fit. Oh, there were other games around this time, especially came out on PSP, that were just kind of weird and like one-off games, but they had such a definite style that they stood out because of that. I can't remember any of those, and we're gonna see the cutscene again, and that bird's gonna die again, and I'm assuming the world went back to the way it was, because the museum wasn't like destroyed when we got out. Also, the other students were returned.
DJ, the bus is here.
And no, I don't think he killed the bird, because the bird would be squished if he killed it by opening the window. I think that bird, it was just his time. Yeah, so it was interesting. I was putting off recording the finale because I couldn't figure out the boss. I had a lot of moments where I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this, and then I discovered cheating. Remember that? That was fun. And that gave me like a high, like it gave me so much hubris that I blasted through the game. And then when the cheatings didn't work, we're gonna see it again. I hope you're ready. We can all be here for that bird's final moments of life. So what do you think that is? Like the horn, like trumpet attached to the houses.
DJ, the bus is here.
Anyway, I keep getting distracted because the game has its own. Okay, maybe I'll. There we go. Now I get a second art. I don't want to say like Tim Burton-esque because I feel like that. More pigeonholey than anything, but it has a sort of punk and gothic pop, I'll call it. Yeah, you could put that one in the books. It's gothic pop in that it's very fun and colorful, but it still has all the sharp, jagged edges and tall. You ready? So okay, now let's just kind of bring us back here. And tall buildings and empty spaces that like gothic art has, and I think it wears it well. I think the only problem with the game, I don't know the developers that well. I don't know if this is like their first game or whatever. It does feel like they're held back on the technical aspects, the camera being a huge issue at times. But I think, at least for me, and everyone's different, the technical aspects bring down the enjoyment of the game in the moment, but they don't sour my feelings of the game. Like, I'm willing to put technical aspects of the game behind me after the game is finished. But some people can. Some people are like, I didn't like the way it felt, and I don't like it. I think other elements of this game, like the music and the style and the humor, kind of carry it past that. Because I think it says something that despite how hard the game was and how often I got stuck, like there's a lot of lost episodes of me just not making any progress, I never wanted to quit it. So I think that says a lot about the game. And if you watched the whole series up to now, thank you for watching. I don't know how I've been playing this. A couple months, like a year, I don't know. It's gonna be weird not playing it. I don't think I'll be able to play this sequel anytime soon. But yeah, I'll have to think about what's gonna replace this. yeah, I just kind of feel I was satisfied with the game. I had fun. I hope you had fun watching me. I know I had to play this game like early on, so like the audio was probably all over the place and lots of technical difficulties and a couple episodes where the frame rates were really bad. But I don't know, it's kind of like that junior itself. I hope, aside from all the technical difficulties I had, yeah, you still left with something. Either a style or a joke or memory, I don't know, something. Maybe you just like looking at these two screens. It's really nice, those like purples and reds and that like green. Anyway, I can't wait to do art for this game. I'm actually really behind on my art of the games I finished. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in whatever game I choose next.